Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Denise. I am a mindset manifestation coach. If you're interested in checking out my services, there's a link in the description below that'll take you to my website. Today I want to talk about the 3 things that you need to do that will yield the results in terms of consciously creating your reality. So if you're manifesting a specific person, if you're manifesting abundance, if you're manifesting better health in your body, if you're manifesting better relationships in general, if you're manifesting a nicer home, if you're manifesting a different job, whatever it is you're manifesting, these are the 3 things that you need to do that will yield the results that you want every time, as long as you apply them and persist in them. And I'm going to explain why as we talk about this, but the first thing that you want to do is look at what your current circumstances are revealing to you. This is really important, and this is something a lot of people want to avoid. And this is where manifestation techniques can get in the way, because oftentimes people, to avoid these uncomfortable feelings and to try to make them not true, they will apply techniques diligently. I mean, like effortly, like, you know what I'm saying? They will really get in there and continue to persist, like very difficultly, and trying to just hammer out these feelings and make them not be true. And really, what I want you to do is sit with them. Your current circumstances, your life up to this point, the things you perceive in memory that you give attention and awareness to, the things you are perceiving in terms of what may happen in your future that you're giving your awareness and attention to, whatever you're being conscious of, which is what your manifested reality is. It's your consciousness manifested. Whatever you're being conscious of isn't your truth. It's just where you're operating from. It's just what you've been conscious of. And I want you to just sit with it and let it be okay. Because in your efforts to escape it or bury it or change it, you are actually putting more attention on it, and you're making it be true. You're saying, this is true and I need it to change so that this can be true instead, so that I can believe this other thing instead. And so that can get you stuck like for a long time if you are continuing to try to just intend that things change so you can feel different, or piling 1,000 affirmations on top of this belief that you've been carrying around that you're not worthy enough, or whatever it is. That part's for you to fill in the blanks on and figure out on your own. But that's the first step. It's revealing. What is this revealing to me? Because that's all it is. Your whole reality is revealing your state of consciousness. And you don't want to resist that state. You want to sit in that state and acknowledge that state while going, oh, but this isn't actually who I really am. I can sit here. I can sit here in the lack of abundance or the lack of relationship and not feel poor, not feel like I am unworthy of riches or wealth or comfort, or unworthy of love, or to be a priority, or to be committed to. I can sit in it while my 3D stays exactly the same without trying to forcefully change it or escape here by doing something in 3D, or doing a bunch of intentions or affirmations, or writing diligently over and over again how my SP loves me and chooses me and they do this to show me. I can just sit with this. And in sitting with it, you're learning to master that frequency. You're learning to master that state and that concept and say, I can be here and this actually doesn't affect me because it's not true. And that is so incredibly powerful. And that's really the goal. Like you cannot change anything in the reflection. You can't change the source in the reflection, right? I can't change my clothes through the mirror. I have to change my clothes at the source on the body. Same thing with your 3D reality, your state of consciousness, your self-concept, if you want to call it that. It's all the same, but you can't, through 3D reality, change your state of consciousness. It's impossible. You can try, You can get little results here and there, but it will never actually shift, and you'll continue to manifest things that are going to show up until you actually change it at the source. And usually those things will get worse until you change it at the source. So, revealing, what is this revealing to me? Sit with it, let it bubble up, let it be. Don't resist it. Write it down if you want, just contemplate it, meditate on it, sit there with it. Oh, all because of these things that are happening or these manifestations, I'm holding myself in a state of consciousness of being unworthy, of being unchosen, of being unprioritized. But I want you to take the accountability that you're holding yourself there via your state of consciousness, via your consciousness, actually, excuse me. You're holding yourself in a state of consciousness via your consciousness. So consciousness is your tool. Consciousness is your power. It's how you shift and move. It's how you will effectively change the reflection, is by shifting the consciousness. But you're not going to move through a state of consciousness by hating that state and trying to tell yourself, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real, when it's coming from the perspective of, this isn't real and I need it to change so I can believe that this isn't real. That's the part, is like to sit in it and just let it be and go, oh, but this isn't who I am, is a totally different thing than this needs to change because this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real. I'm willing it to be different so that I can believe it's not real. Totally different states. So what is this revealing to me? And then the second part of this is releasing that identification, releasing that concept, releasing that state, right? That's the part of, oh yeah, this isn't true. This isn't true to who I am. Who I am is pure consciousness. How can I be unloved? How can I be unchosen? I'm consciousness that's aware of unloved. I'm consciousness that's being aware of unchosen, but I'm just pure consciousness. And I can just as easily be aware of being chosen and be aware of being loved. So revealing, and then we go to releasing, right? That's not true. I'm letting go of that. That's what letting go is. That's what detaching is. You're releasing that old state. You're releasing that truth that isn't actually true, that you've been carrying around with you and holding on to and just gripping so tightly by wanting it to be different. Just sit in it and then let it go. So much easier. So much easier. Okay. And then the third part is the reimagining. And this is where you're using your conscious effort, you're using your conscious mind to reimagine both your past, your present if need be, and whatever you're thinking about may happen in the future from the concept of chosen, from the concept of prioritized, from the concept of love. And again, you're doing this, you're giving it to yourself. You're doing it via consciousness. You're not trying to will the 3D, the reflection, to change so that you can feel chosen. You're saying, I'm not worried about all that anymore. I'm just letting that chill. It's fine. But I also have the freedom and the power to, in consciousness, be conscious of anything that I want. So I'm going to choose to be conscious of being prioritized. I'm going to choose in the now moment, to the best of my ability, to be conscious of being loved, to be conscious of being abundant, of being in a healthy body, of being more than enough. Whatever you're manifesting, you always hold within you the freedom and the power in each now moment to move your consciousness and to be aware consciously of something else. I know I say that word a lot because it's really, really, really important. Anyway, so it's the 3 R's: revealing, releasing, reimagining. And the reimagining part can look like visualizations. It can look like inner conversations. It can look like visualizations and inner conversations with your specific person, with whatever, whether it's a specific person you're manifesting for a relationship or a specific person you're manifesting to get a new job or to live in a new home, doesn't matter. There's no limit to this, but you're using yourself. You're not trying to change the reflection, but you're fulfilling within your desire, and you're using whoever is imperative in that fulfillment, right? Also, don't limit yourself. Nobody's imperative to your desires, But if you have an association with your obviously, if you're manifesting a relationship with a specific person, you want it to be with that specific person. So naturally, that's who you're going to use. Same thing with a specific job or a specific home. Now, you also don't have to limit yourself, and you can just focus on the feelings of success in your career, fulfillment in your career, fulfillment in your home, the feeling of joy and love and warmth and reliability, maybe things, whatever. I'm not going to get into all that. I just had my refrigerator break twice over this last couple of weeks. So I like maybe things don't break a lot. But right, like whatever it is, if there's specific people that are part of your specific manifestation, then yes, pull them in through these visualizations and these inner conversations. If there aren't specific people that are part of your specific, or if you don't have a specific manifestation, if it's more general, then use people that are in your life already and have them have conversations with them where they're affirming for you how wonderful your new job is and how you seem so fulfilled and so happy in this new career and how they love your home and they love coming over and it feels so warm and cozy and it's just so beautiful with all the windows or whatever you want, right? But I don't want you to either start or continue spending your consciousness trying to forcefully intend and affirm and change what's happening in reality. This is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be a creative outlet. This is supposed to be you being the operant power, which means I don't care about the reflection at all. The reflection was imperative because it revealed to me where I was operating from. It revealed what I was believing to be true about myself. It revealed the conditions I was putting on myself as pure consciousness. And I can release that and I can reimagine my reality any way that I want. I have all that freedom in each moment, regardless of what's happening in the 3D. I only need to be present in the 3D to actually do things and make decisions, and that comes in the moment that it needs to be dealt with. The rest of my time in my 3D, I can still be holding this perception, this concept of fulfillment, of prioritization, of feeling chosen, of worthiness, of unconditional love. You can carry that with you and still be present in your 3D reality. These two are possible. They're very possible. In fact, being present really is about being pure consciousness. It's not about being wrapped up in, the discussion you're having with the banker. It's not about being wrapped up in the text message war that you're in with your SP, or it's not about being wrapped up in the present moment, whatever you're looking for that's undesirable or unfulfilling. It really is about consistently in being in the now moment of being pure consciousness. And pure consciousness sees nothing but fulfillment. Pure consciousness knows nothing but love. Nothing but. Like there is no other force. There is no other option. And when you can sit in that, boy, watch out. Watch out. You're going to get it all, right? Like when you can sit in that unification with pure consciousness, you are not giving any power to any other force, which means all of the power is going to whatever you're focused on. So everything will show up exactly how you want it. All right. Okay. There's my video. Those are the three R's: revealing, releasing, reimagining. What is this revealing to me? I'm releasing that because that's not true. And I'm going to replace it by reimagining scenarios, conversations, feelings from the perspective of fulfillment, period. And you just practice that. You persist in that. Persist in the 3 R's. All right. I'll see you guys next video.